July 11th, 2013. Just a little bit of heads up this week on some things. One, stock market's just a climbing like crazy. And why? Mr. Ben Bernanke came out this week and said he might just print a little bit more money. Not in those exact words, but that's basically what he said. Got the stock market all excited, and now they've been climbing and climbing and climbing every day. So what's that tell you? Does that tell you that our economy is based on manufacturing, performance, hiring, new jobs? No, it's based on how much money we can print. So he's printing away, and the stock market's flying away. So looks like he's going to get away with that for a few days. Reality might kick back in and start to do something different. But my whole point is on what this man's doing or the government's doing is that 95 to 98% of the public out there are asleep at the wheel, and they think that this economy's turning around for the better when it's all fake. And so it keeps people from panicking, keeps them from protesting, keeps them from removing certain people out of office that need to be removed, keeps them blinded to what's really at hand. So we have that. We have this Zimmerman case down in Florida. It looks like to me, they're gearing up for riots on that. Whether he gets the innocent or manslaughter and gets a slap on the hand, I guess we'll find out. But if he gets a really big break, it looks like to me they're going to have some type of riots the way they're gearing up for. And that's something the government wants. Something out this week that came out July 4th in Chicago. There were 67 shootings, 11 murders, all on the 4th of July. Chicago's no man's land. It's becoming like Detroit, Michigan, in my opinion. But what's the government wanting to do? Some of our senators in Illinois are wanting to have the National Guard come in. And it's exactly what they were hoping to have come into play. That way they can form their martial law. They'll come in, if they allow this, they'll come in and set themselves up, set curfews, which there you're at, martial law. The new term for martial law, by the way, is shelter in place. So if you see that up on signs coming into a big city, you know that's what that means. But the bottom line to this is that we're seeing the government hiding people, not hiding people, but hiding the fact that they're destroying the economy with all this printing. This printing can only go on so much longer. I'm surprised it's went this far, but people are stupid enough to let our government, get us up to 17 trillion. What's another 5 trillion, right? When a gallon of milk comes, when it comes at you at $5 a gallon, maybe they might wake up, or when gas is at $10 a gallon. But right now, people should be throwing a fit just in gasoline by itself. The other thing is that I've seen a little thing going on this week with an abortion clinic. There's a group of Christians singing Amazing Grace, and what was around them? A group of people for abortion, but they were singing Hail Satan and licking their lips at the same time. Pretty disgusting. That's the first time I've seen that. I'll have to say, and it makes you sit back in your chair and look and ponder on what's really going on in this world. It shows you that there is walking demons around in physical form. Anybody would say that, having joy in the seeing 4,000 babies slaughtered per day, there's something wrong with them, and it's demonic. The other thing I think I'll touch base on is just the world events. Egypt is in their civil war. They're not calling it that completely yet, but that's what it is. Mr. Morsi, who Mr. Obama put into power, well, he got ousted. Now somebody else is coming into power, and he don't like that very well. Turns out Mr. Morsi was involved with the Benghazi case. So maybe that's why Mr. Obama liked him so well. Pay him off, keep him, quiet. But now the table's turning, and maybe things might change. So the bottom line this week is we've got the stock market on an artificial high. We've got abortionist people out there saying "Hail Satan." We've got world events collapsing. And by the way, speaking of world events, China's having massive floods. Killed 30 people just yesterday. Buried them alive just with the avalanches and the floods destroying their city. And then they're getting ready to have looks like a big tropical storm or a hurricane to slam them. Last winds were about 195 miles an hour. So anyway, that's this week. I'll touch base with you next week. You guys have a good day.